performances on the Ultra and the Thunderbike Sport, where he took the fight in both classes in brilliant style. He really did. So we're just waiting on the grid there. There's the red flag at the front. Shrek says, watch those lights. The heads bow, the revs rise, the lights are out, and we're going. Who's going to hook up nicely? I think Mitch DeCram might have made the best of the start there, but Dave Twyford has not gone too badly, and he's got the outside line, which is obviously the advantage. Coming around, Richie's here. Through they go, and yep, that's going to be David from Mitch, I think, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah, that's correct. I think Mitch just gave way to Dave Twyford there.
Watching him go down into Wilson's then, and this is where he gets all very tight and confusing on the first lap, of course. Everybody's playing it safe. Twyford with the advantage of being actually out in front, and hopefully it's going to be an advantage rather than getting skittled as they make their way safely through Wilson's. Everybody's safely through there. We go up to Palmer's, been pretty quiet, and Palmer's today been good if they can keep up, and here comes Twyford into Agostini's for the first of let's see, 6 times, of course, and he's being hotly pursued by DeCram, but he's going to be looking to squeeze the power that a little bit harder coming out of the corner. Who's that up into 3rd place there, mate? Can you just pick the leathers there? Is that Del?
Yeah, that's Jack Bettis, I think, in 3rd.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's Jack Bettis, followed by one of the Harris's brothers.
I think, and then a pair of Harris's. Then I think it's
Morgan.
Greasy.
Then you got Del, I believe, is it?
I think it could be.
Yeah,
or,
then Will Howarth behind.
Yeah, that's it. That's Will in the Dayglow vest, of course. The novice rider does so well. Onto the back straight we go then. Very deep shed.
Dave's already made a bit of a gap, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, obviously the long slipstreaming battle that goes on here, as you well know, it's important to get to it, trying to pick up a little bit of time there. So they go into the end of the straight there for the first time. No second times coming up, of course, on the first lap. We go through Brundle Nelson up towards the bomb hole. Then we come out of the bomb hole, and we're going to be attacking Corums very rapidly indeed. Here they come, then back into our sight. Look at that lead that Dave Twyford's already got. That's got to be a good second already. Good little battle developing for that second place. So there's 4 bikes very much involved with that, and a little bit of a gap back to the next couple where they're starting to do the old Noah's Ark bit, coming in 2 by 2. Dave Twyford then into Murray's for the first of 6 times, tucked in very tight indeed, trying to screw as much as he can out of that little SV650. He comes across the line. He's got a gap of 0.842 over Ronnie Harris. Then it's Jack Bettis. What happened to DeCram there? He dropped right back on the on there. He must have had a bit of a wobble down the bottom or something like that.
Gone down to 6.
Yeah, the rookie mini twin of Howarth, he's losing a couple of places, still leads the rookies from Josh Chris quite happily. A little bit of a reset on the screen there. So that's a really weird. So Svensson being ahead of Twyford, I don't think that's the case somehow. Ronnie Harris, Jack Bettis, Bill Harris, Morgan Creasy over the line in 5th place, ahead of Mitch DeCran, Del Dowds, Toby Finnis, Howarth, Sims, Lilly, Egginton, King, Griffiths, Chris Priestley, Cook, Eagling, Parsons and Green. Leaders already up to Agostini's once again. And down Agostini's, and again Twyford pushing on hard as he can there.
You've got Howarth leading Rookie Mini Twins along with Crisp in 2nd.
Crisp a fair way back there in 2nd, though, and fair play to Josh. He's very consistent, so that's what's kept his hopes alive in the championship. He's there or thereabouts, really ready to pick up the pieces when Will, unfortunately, has taken a tumble or indeed just had a DNF for whatever reason. So that's what's kept Josh's championship hopes alive, though they are diminishing very rapidly indeed. Down the back straight we go. That gap for Twyford quite substantial there, and I think that's Ronnie Harris there in 2nd.
He's got a bit of a gap as well.
He's got a bit of a gap over the next bunch as well, over Jack Bettis and his brother Bill. Former British Talent Cup runners, Ronnie and Bill Harris as well. They spent an awful lot of money there, and they've come from mini twin racing, and they're really enjoying themselves. And of course the youngsters are getting some great track experience.
Speaking to their parents yesterday, hopefully we'll be back in the mini twin paddock next year.
Great. That'd be good to see them along. See if they can put up a good championship challenge. Right, 1st and 2nd, they look pretty clear. That battle very much is for the 3rd place then. But again, these things could all change because we still have 4 laps in the race. And I'll tell you what, Ronnie Harris is getting closer. Over the line last time, the gap was 0.842. It's now down to 0.793 with the fastest lap there for Ronnie Harris, 2:05.437. Bettis there, another second and a half back, and he'd love to pick up a nice shiny medal there. Bill Harris just behind him, then Morgan Creasy not too far off the money. Mitch Ducran half a second back, then it's Del Dow's nearly a second back, and Howarth another couple back, but he's got a few tenths of advantage over Toby Finnis. There's Ollie Sims who'll be out in the next race as well, so young Ollie having a busy time of it. Kev Lilly just outside the top 10, and Jack Griffiths makes up 2 places going past Egginton and King. Chris Poles on to second in the rookie Minitwins ahead of Cook. Okay, let's have a close eye on Ronnie Harris then, because he seems to have a little bit of something going on there. That 2:05.4, mind you, it was a 4:37. The leader did a 2:05.486.
So it looks like most of the front 6 can get into the 2:05s quite easily. So
it's a quick time, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a 2:05 is really good.
Yeah.
But we know that Dave Twyford, we know that he could, you know, if he wants, put the hammer down and drag out into the 2:04s quite easily. So I think he's managing that race currently at the minute and just seeing what happens with his pit board.
Well, remarkably, yesterday, of course, he did a 2:02 as well, which is just amazing.
Incredible.
Time. Yeah,
incredible.
Absolutely. And the rookie Mini-Twin lap record going the way of Will Howarth as well in the second race. And we're not quite sure about the windy out here. It's definitely not as bad as it was yesterday, but the wind does seem to be picking up actually. The old windsock's starting to get a bit of work in it, so maybe it's going to give us a few problems into Wilson's. We were speaking to a few people saying the braking going into Wilson's yesterday was a bit, oh, hang on a minute, should have braked 10 metres earlier.
I'm looking at the wind direction now. Luckily, it's going into the corner.
Yeah.
I've been here so many times. The last time we was here, it was blowing us away from the corner. And, you know, when you're going into turn 1, the speed you're going into, when it pushes you off wide, it's a scary fall.
It is, isn't it? You don't realise how much you're affected by the air, do you? No, it's really good.
So that's in their favour.
Okay, Twyford controlling that gap then, is he? Let's have a look, 7:35, so pretty much as it was last time. And again, their lap times are within hundredths of a second of each other. Bill Harris moves up there. Jack Bettis loses a couple of places, unfortunately for him. Morgan Creasy is up a couple of places, so is Mitch Ducran. So Jack Pettis losing out, and I see what it is. It's the correction of the result with Svensson. They're not sure what's happening with that particular timer. There's Twyford, Ronnie Harris and Bill Harris on a spread out field in mini-twin terms. Main battle though is still for that 3rd place. Going to keep an eye on Mr. Creasy, because Mr. Creasy likes collecting those medals, and he's very good at it indeed. Oh, look at this bunch going into Agostini's, 2-3 abreast nearly. And that is that battle for the 3rd place, isn't it? There's Twyford, there's Harris, and there's
Harris. There's 4 of them fighting for 3rd at the minute. Dell's catching back up now. He's gone past Howarth on that last lap.
Yep, he's managed to drop him quite happily. Yeah, Bettis is the one who lost out badly there. Jack lost 3 places on that last lap.
Yeah, so Jack, if you see most rounds, he starts, he's lightning. His first few laps are lightning. It just seems that the others kind of then catch him back up, and the pace drops a little. But Jack Bettis is, I've been watching again the last few rounds, and Jack's come on massively. His lap times are coming down. He's fighting with the leaders at Cadwell. He
got 2nd place in Cadwell. There's his first medal of the year, so he must have been well pleased with that.
Yeah, I was watching all the timings and spoke to him. He's riding a crest of a wave at the minute. He's done a bit of NG, and he's picking up podiums there. So fantastic, fantastic riding.
It's all good track time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, there's absolutely no substitute for race miles under your belt, is there? Okay, coming out of Murray's then, once again, it's going to be 2 laps to go when they come across the line this time. And again, that gap between Twyford and Harris last time, 0.735. The previous lap was something similar to that. This time it's 0.870 as Twyford turns in a 2:04. It's a 2:04 also there for Ronnie Harris behind him though. 2:06 for Bill Harris, Creasy likewise. Ducran though with a 2:05.9, so he's got a little bit quicker there.
Just got a message on WhatsApp from Gareth Lindemann, who's listening in. We've had David currently racing with who's it been? He's racing at Alton Park this weekend, and he's getting ready for a bit of BSB action next weekend. So that's obviously David Lindemann came here last year, and I think he won all 4 races, I believe.
I'd have to look at the books, but what was remarkable about his effort at this particular meeting last year, because he was a rookie, it was strictly speaking his rookie year in this country at least. What was remarkable was his performance as a Clubman 600. He jumped on Phil Root's bike.
He did.
And test day on Friday, limited test time on Friday, I think, because of the weather, but got on the bike, and his first flying lap set a new Clubman lap record. That was very impressive for me.
We were just watching him in awe.
Yeah.
It's just incredible. It's a special lad he is.
He's good.
It's a shame not to have him in the paddock, because it's such a big personality.
They're such a nice family as well, aren't they?
They're fantastic.
They're lovely people. No, I said this to his dad, and I genuinely meant what I said the last time I saw a South African come to a club paddock in this country and do what he did last year. There was a chap called Brad Binder many years ago when he turned up at a Thunderstorm, and I shared a garage with him. So, he was only like 12 years old, and he didn't even have a back protector. I sold him a smallest back protector that Forcefield made at the time, like a small kids. I don't know if you've seen Brad lately, but he ain't getting into a small pair of kids.
I think it was all quite hopeful that Dave did move on and give some of the rest of us a chance to try and get on that podium, because we weren't going to get on it when he was here. So no,
absolutely. We saw some fantastic racing with him, and of course Del and David right on cue comes across the line once again. Over the line he goes, and the gap's out to a second and a half, because Twyford does two 204s in a row. Unfortunately, Harris can't match that pace, goes 205 that time, trying to stay with him. Bill Harris further 5 seconds back. He's got Mitch Ducran just a little bit behind him. Ducran going past on Creasy on that particular lap, so Mitch clearly hooking up nicely once again with the bike, but not going to get a medal this time unless something happens to the guys at the front. Then it's Betters, Dowds, Finnis, Howarth, Sims and Griffiths going past on Lilly for that 11th place, waiting for King, Egginton, Priestley, Crisp, Eagling to come across the line and confirm their placings. One more lap to go, and another win for Twyford. So this is going to be quite a useful win for him, because he's looking to pick up 25 points here. Dell is, where are we? That's going to be 11-10. He's going to pick up 9 points, so that's going to be a 14-point advantage in this race. So I think, and I'm only doing this off the back of a pag packet, I reckon Dave is probably going to have an advantage of something like 6
third
races.
Place, third place is Mitch just gone past one of the Harris brothers. They're fighting now.
Oh, has he? He's gone past on Bill as well, has he? Oh, brilliant. No, good spot.
Oh, Mitch has just popped it into third.
Brilliant. No, there you go. He's liking the taste of this victory champagne, isn't he? Well, at the end of this meeting, we'll still have 200 points left on the table, so mathematically, Dell could still overcome Dave Twyford, I think, but you have to say it's looking less and less likely now, isn't it, Steve?
It's just, he just, lap after lap, he looks at his board. If he needs a bit more, he just pushes a bit more. It's just so easy. It just makes it look so easy. And it's not easy.
I wish it was that easy, mate. We'd all be doing it. Yeah, exactly. No, you're right. He makes it look that easy, don't you?
Just looking further down the grid, you've got Ollie Sims and you've got Jack Griffiths. They're very close now as well. They're right wheel to wheel, which is interesting. I think they dropped Kev Lilly a little bit from that group of 3.
Okay, David Twyford then claims yet another win, this time by 2.5 seconds. He does another 204.5 every single lap, the last few laps. Absolutely flying. Ronnie Harris does hang on for second, but Mitch Ducran does haul himself up by his bootstraps, comes across the line in third place. He's into the 205, so I think he'll probably be third on the grid. Yeah, he'll be a front row start for him once again, but Twyford and Harris will be on pole and second. Bill Harris finishes in 4th place, so it's not the brotherly love on the podium there. Loses out by about 1/4 of a second. Del Downs finishes 5th in the end, so salvages something there. Does keep the championship alive, but only just. I think it could be an intensive care. Jack Bettis, Morgan Creasy drops back a little bit there. Will Howard finishes in 8th, but of course he's the leading rookie Minitwin, which is the important battle for him as he looks to increase that gap over Josh Crisp and gets ever closer to hopefully picking up his first ever championship with us. Let's see, behind Will it is Toby Finnis. Ollie Sims will be straight into the collecting area, jumping from one bike to another because he's out in the next race, the 400s. Then we've got Lilly, Griffiths, King, Egginton, Josh Crisp, then it's Cook and Eagling, the next up in the rookie Minitwins. Priestley dropping back towards the end there, not quite sure what happened to him, waiting for Mango to come across the line as well. So I think Mr. Priestley has gone missing on that lap somewhere. That could be some of the chatter I'm hearing on the radio. Okay, that concludes